Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of APO Productivity Talk. My name is Zainuri and I have the honor of moderating this session today. This session is particularly meaningful as we are joined by the winners of the prestigious African Kaizen Award 2024, a program that was organized by African Union Development Agency AUDA NEPAD and Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA. The APO Secretariat is one of the examination committee member for this award. Before we start the session today, allow me to make a short introduction about Africa Kaizen Award. Introduced in 2019, the annual Africa Kaizen Awards are given to organizations that have made prominent achievements in quality and productivity improvement, or Kaizen, and can serve as model cases to be shared throughout Africa. This year, the awards were held on 29 October 2024 in Tunis, Tunisia. A total of 27 organizations from 9 countries in Africa were nominated in the category of micro and small scale organization, medium scale, and large scale organizations. In the micro and small scale organization category, Promeb in Cameroon received an outstanding award. Promeb is located in Yaoundé and a manufacturer of wood products such as doors, kitchen cabinets, wardrobes, and ceilings. So through Kaizen activities, the company optimized transport and storage system, reduced defects and rework, and reduced average manufacturing time of the products from 9 hours 2 minutes to 5 hours 30 minutes. As a result, sales amount increases 7.8%. Second, in the medium scale organization category, Ethio Agri-CEFT PLC Tea Processing and Packing Factory TPPF in Ethiopia received the Outstanding Award. TPPF is located in Addis Ababa and produces tea, herbal products, spices, and tea bags. TPPF organized 33 Kaizen teams and 2 cross-functional teams in the factory departments and applied 5S, occupational safety and health, and problem-solving activities. As a result, the company reduced packing defect rate from 4.21% to 0.11%, developed defect rate from 4.3%, reduced the defect rate from 4.36% to 2.64%, and increased 39% of labor productivity in monetary value. Mauritius Telecom Limited in Mauritius received an outstanding award in the large-scale organization category. Mauritius Telecom Limited is located in Port Louis and provides telecommunication and ICT services, which is internet, TV, mobile, cloud, enterprise solutions, data center, and mobile payment solutions. The company improves services and processes by using these PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act, method and preventive actions with monitoring of network, process testing, and feedback from customers. It also improves productivity mainly by reducing waste with automation of processes or digitalization of customer touchpoints. Dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful today to have the representatives of these outstanding winners of Africa Kaizen Awards 2024 joining these APO Productivity Talks. Joining with us from Cameroon, I would like to welcome Mr. Ekwe Divine Essong, General Manager, Promeb Cameroon, winner for AKA 2024 Outstanding Award under the Micro and Small Scale Company category. Hello, Mr. Ekwe, how are you today?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you for receiving me in this prestigious program.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ekwe, and congratulations for winning the award this year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ekwe. From Ethiopia, allow me to welcome Mr. Mulat Demas Ayu, Factory Manager, Ethio Agri-CEFT PLC Ethiopia, the winner for Outstanding Award for Medium Scale Organization category. Hello, Mr. Mulat.
Hello, Mr. Nur.
Congratulations
Thank you for inviting
winning the award this year.
That was good and interesting, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mulat, all the way from Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. So the third speaker, we have one flower among the thorn. We have like to welcome Miss Nishi Sapna Mohun, CGM, Mauritius Telecom Limited, winner for the afternoon award in the large scale organization category. Hi, Miss Nishi, welcome to APO Talk.
Hello, Mr. Zanuri. It's really a pleasure to be here, and I'm very grateful to be able to share our experience with all of you.
Thank you so much, Minishi, and congratulations to all of you, the winner for the Outstanding Award for AKA 2024. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in this session, I will invite each speaker to make their presentation to share with us their Kaizen journey, their Kaizen implementation in their respective organizations, which is could be our very good opportunity for all of us to learn from our colleagues in African continents. Even though APO is promoting productivity enhancement in Asian, in our respective member countries, but it's also good for us to benchmark what is our colleagues in African continents implementing Kaizen, which should be the same with what we are implementing here in Asia. Okay, so for this session, we will start with Mr. Ekwe, the General Manager of Promeb Cameroon. So I would like to hand over the session to Mr. Ekwe to share his presentation. Please, Mr. Ekwe.
Thank you. It's an honor to receive the voice.
Yes.
I'm Ekwe Divine Esson, promoter of Promeb. Promeb is a woodworking company based in the capital city of Cameroon, Yaoundé. As you can see in the slide, Cameroon is a beautiful country, and I invite you to visit it. From the image, this is the far north of Cameroon. And Cameroon is a member country of the Central African Monetary Community. Promeb, which is based in the capital city of Cameroon, was created in 2005. And presently, we accumulate a capital of $86,764, an annual turnover for 2023, which was $78,105. Promeb is specialized in woodwork production, particularly doors, kitchen cabinets, office furnitures. Promeb, which is made up of 28 staff with 25 men and 3 women. Why did we decide to implement Kaizen? We started Kaizen in 2016 with the 5S. After practicing this, we could see the positive impact of 5S. And this incites us to go to the next phase with the advanced Kaizen and business management. Results were very visible, and the cost of practicing Kaizen were minimal. Also, this boosted our team spirit. Reason being that workers were motivated, seeing their proposal and ideas taken into consideration. And this permits the team to achieve positive results. The various impacts that was experienced while practicing Kaizen has been an increased number of customers, our sales, and quick delivery. So the various tools that permitted us to achieve this positive result was also the standardization of some products. We decided to standardize some common items like door frames and shutters. We produce them in advance. This permits us to increase our market and still deliver on time. Another approach was value stream mapping, permitting us to reduce in our process of production. That was to eliminate some activities who did not really impact or give added value during the production process. This equally helped us to increase our sales. Other methods like the skill map, it permits us to detect the hidden skills of our workers. And from that, permit us to give tasks to a particular worker, knowing that it fits that job and will do it on time. All these methods really help us to increase our productivity and quality. We are anxious to implement the next phase of Kaizen, and I personally recommend it to other people, not as a supplementary activity, but make it part of their culture. Thank you for your listening ears.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ekwe. Very interesting, very short, sweet, and simple presentation. Yeah, Mr. Ekwe, you mentioned that you started the implementation of Kaizen with 5S, right?
Yes, yes.
So, how do you educate your employees with this kind of 5S in the beginning of doing this Kaizen?
Yes, it was not easy in the beginning, but how did we implement the 5S is that with the help of the consultant who was present with us in the shop, me, myself, as the leader, was also present in every phase of the training, helping my workers to see the importance of implementing this activity of Kaizen. And that's how they take it serious.
Okay, I take your point that I understand that the role of the leaders of the organization is very important to guide and to lead the employees in implementing this Kaizen, right?
That's it. And also what I can add is that it's not easy because in the beginning, everyone say, wow, it's very interesting. But what happened is that as days are passing, the tendency is to come back to the old bad habits. And thanks to the support of the consultants who were always available, we, with their help, we did it over and over. And now I can say it's part of our habits or culture.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ekwe. Appreciate your orders and your very frank answer to give it to us how this Kaizen being sustained in your organization. So, Mr. Ekwe, thank you very much. I'll come back to you later after the
problem.
presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Our colleagues, from the Ethiopia and Mauritius. Okay. Next, I would like to invite our second speaker, Mr. Mulad Demes from Ethiopia, to share with us the same thing, the journey, the implementation of Kaizen in his company. Mr. Mulad, the floor is yours, please.
Thank you for inviting us to share our experiences on the implementation of Kaizen. My name is Mulad Demes from Ethiopia, Ethio Agri-CEFT PLC tea processing and packing factory. So our company is located in the capital city of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and the capital of the company is 3.9 million, and our vision is to become the largest companies in East Africa by 2033. Our company, as I mentioned, the factory is packing and processing of the teas. So we have more than 26 types of packed tea products. At the beginning of the establishment, our company have been 112 employees, and currently we have 155. From that, 132 is regular persons. I mean, the manager is 23. And the company, our company is decided to implement Kaizen due to we have been faced a lot of problems such as disorganized workplace, waste of teas and packing materials. There was no scientific problem to solve the problem, high downtime for machineries. And also, as a food processing factory, the customer is the king for us, but unfortunately the customer satisfaction was not measured. Due to that, we are going to decide to implement Kaizens in our factory. So when we implement by consulting Ethiopian Kaizen Excellence Centers by September 2021, and at that time, just we are going to implement all inclusive Kaizen philosophies. So based on that, when we implement Kaizen, we act upon the PDCA cycles, and each steps and everything we goes under the PDCA cycle. So when we, after deciding implementation of the Kaizen, first we formulate the teams. Then the team assesses the baseline assessments. Then we set the goal, and the action. We prepare the action plans based on the goals. So by going to that, we kick off the Kaizen implementation in our factory. So using the PDCA cycles, we are going in all aspects. So after the Kaizen implementation, as you see, our factory looks like by using 5 As, our product is aggregated, semi-finished, finished, and the raw materials, even all stores, what we have is. And as you see, the compound area of the factory looks it doesn't look like food factories. So we, after Kaizen implement, as you see, just like this, we maintain in stores and recording rooms. The first we sort just like this, and as a Kaizen philosophy, it is a continual improvement. So now it becomes just like this. By entertaining employee suggestion system, or ESS, we get many different things. And as you see on the slides, first we were using the glue mixing through manually hands, and after that, just by preparing, there is motor mixing. So this will increase the mixing quality, safety of the worker, because the glue have chemical hazards. And also, as you see in the right side of the slides, the bearing extraction method using the hammer, that will even break the hand and even the bearing cases. Now by using the inside ACS, just we bring we improve the safety of workers and reducing the extraction time from 7 minutes to 2 minutes. So as you see, the Kaizen impact from the after implementation, we get so many spaces, cost savings, and also the productivity is increased without adding another capital, without adding capitals and machineries. By existing machineries, the productivity is increased, annual sales increase, and also by selecting different themes, as mentioned in the previous slide. When we implement the Kaizen, we exhaustively implemented all 5 phases and problem solving. And in problem solving, we select different thematic projects by thematic matrices. From that, the packing material wastage of the tea bags, as the implementation was the first project, that was 9% of wastage, and we put target around 2%. And currently we improve or we reduce the package wasting from 9% to 3%. That is reduced by 66%. And the productivity is increased by 27% from the 22-23 to 23-24. And as you see the left, the sales is also increased by 74% from 760, 950 3 million to 1 billion to 150 million. As a summary, by implementing the Kaizen, we get different results. When we mention as a Kaizen DNA, we put in 8 aspects or 8 descriptions. When you see the quality indicator, the packing defect rate was 4 before implementation of the Kaizen, there was 4.21. Now it becomes 0.11, and the envelope defect rates of the tea bags, it was 4.36. Now it becomes 2.64. At average of 68.5% was reduced the tea bag packaging wastes. Regarding to the labor productivity, before implementation, 1 person per day or per 8 hours, it was around 10.9, and now it becomes 12.7. So around 70% was improved. Regarding to the cost, the profit rate was increased 12 to 32%. Labor cost rate from 1.6 to 1.588%. Raw material cost is the huge cost from our production cost, and it reduced from 51% to 35% due to the entertain the SAS. The new idea rate increased from 0.68% to 2.88%, and also by adjusting the salaries and the motivational skills, our factory employees, due to this, we motivate us and adjust the salary of employees. And as a general, that before implementing the Kaizen, there was no teamwork and communications, and now it becomes strong teams on the factory. The teamwork is the basic stone for production sectors. And now as a factory, we have 33 natural teams and 2 cross-functional teams. As a result, during sorting, we get around 151 meters square free spaces. That is around 85,000 USD per year, and the customer satisfaction becomes 81.3 from 68%. And also currently just to maintain the Kaizen or to sustain the Kaizen implementation, we set different standards and sustaining strategies, just like policies, motivational strategies, and just like that, we entertains. This is our sustaining strategies. The team from the clusters and head offices, just we check or timely checking our statuses and the standard. As you see, we have put in the floor markings, shining, and also the materials that we used for shining. We put the color for those standards. So as currently we put sustaining strategy by management follow-ups, by strongly just follow-up of the internal audit team based on the audit programs and our Kaizen strategies. And we put the Kaizen as a part of performance management system as a KPI. So due to that, everyone is just doesn't realize the Kaizen. And also we put different slogans, posters, and we put as a planned express sharing and awards for outstanding employees for teams and individuals. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mulat, for sharing the insights of your company as well as the Kaizen journey. So I have one question for you. You mentioned about the improving employee safety and health is one of the main target in starting the Kaizen implementation. So could you kindly share what is the result from this Kaizen, and what is the result after implementing Kaizen in terms of health and safety? Please.
Thank you, Mr. Nazari. After implementing Kaizen, just we implement occupational OSH, occupational safety and health teams. So we after implementing, we use OSH procedures. So when we using OSH procedure, what we get is first, we identify different hazards. After identify the hazards, we assess the risks. But based on that, we put the control measures. This is that in 2020, as a sample, in 2020 to 2023, there was around 0.0633, the rate of free, hazard-free days, and when we come to 2023 to 2024, it's around 0.058. So it decreases the hazardous rates by implementing OSH as a Kaizen.
Okay, wait. Sorry. There is some internet connections issue when you mentioned about 0.6%. Is it 0.6% to 0.05? Is it correct?
0.0. Before implementing 0.063, that was
Okay.
the accident ratio.
Okay.
After implementation, it becomes 0.058.
I see.
0.0058. So the accident ratio, it becomes reduced. Even in 2020 to 2023, from 480 people, is only the number of accidents was 3. But when it comes to 2023, 2024, the employees increase around 527. But the accident is the same 3, but the employees higher. Due to that, the ratio is reduced.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mulat, for sharing with us the result from the Kaizen implementation. Of course, I'll get back to you. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll get back to you after this. We are going to give opportunity to the last but definitely not the least speaker, the winner for the outstanding award for the large company. Let's hear the story from Mauritius Telecom. Ms. Nishi, are you ready to share with us Kaizen journey in Mauritius Telecom, please, Ms. Nishi?
Yes, thank you. So I'm Nishi Manbad Mohan, Head of Customer Experience and also Acting General Manager of our contact center since 2 weeks. Mauritius Telecom, we are a bit different. We are in the services sector. So we have 1.7 million customers, and we offer services in the internet, mobile, fixed line, mobile payment, data center, and contact center services. We target all segments of the country. So we are a fully fibered country, and we also have certifications in service and security. So our Kaizen journey started in 2003. We started Kaizen when we had started implementing our ISO standards, but we found that implementation of the ISO standard on service was not bringing the expected results. So we searched for a methodology which could involve customers, review our processes, also encourage a collaborative culture. And so that was Kaizen. And the methodology also allowed us to have a very detailed KPI dashboard because all our decisions are based on data. So when we finished our re-engineering of our processes, we had to maintain this trend. So we again used Kaizen. We continued using Kaizen for the continual improvement, and we formalized with standards. And 3 years back, since Kaizen was so effective, we used Kaizen in our digital transformation strategy. And Kaizen is part of a culture of Mauritius Telecom. At the beginning, we had to have standards across the company. But now, since it's part of a culture, we have standards, certifications, only in areas which are legally required or required by customers as mandatory for the purchase of services. So it has been both customer oriented, but also we've gained a lot on operational efficiency and involving staff. So how do we maintain this? In the company, we have a customer experience team, which are also the internal consultants of the organization. They are from a variety of backgrounds, ranging from engineers to HR, marketing, and IS specialists. What they do is that they work with the organization in ensuring that the organization goals meet our customer experience targets. They identify pain points, and also they accompany the organizations, the departments in implementation of these projects. So to know if we are succeeding or not, we set very clear targets on our net promoter score, our customer satisfaction, our digital contacts by customers, and also our employee engagement. Since Kaizen is not only a tool for operations, but it also leads to strategic excellence. So our leadership is fully involved in our Kaizen culture as well. We have a governance structure which ensures that the decisions taken by leaders and targets set by the leadership team are shared with the staff. And also there's a top-down and bottom-up approach in all our governance structure through various instances where the voice of employees and customers are taken on board in our Kaizen journey. This is our participatory approach used. We have various methodologies which we use. We use process value stream, quality circles, site audits, Gemba walks, and it's interesting to note that we even work with our suppliers. These site audits are with our suppliers. We take on board their input as well. And what we do, we also conduct trainings for our third-party organization. And we do focus group continually with customers on services to ensure that we get the buy-in of customers in all our journey. So this is our Kaizen activities for the year. It runs since we're in the CX, customer experience, digitalization. We have our projects, our customer tests, the quality monitoring, our surveys, and our transverse workshops. We did 360 transverse workshops in 1 year. We use the plan, do, check, act methodology, and we do everything by ourselves in the company. In terms of results, we have a scorecard which is shared with our CEO on a monthly basis. The scorecard not only has revenue KPIs, but we look at all our operational efficiency, our customer KPIs, and also our financial KPIs. These are discussed, and any issues on the KPIs are taken up by myself. We have a service review committee where we discuss on any issues with employees to take on board the input for improvement areas. We use Kaizen in digitalization also. How are we measuring digitalization for customers? We are measuring same on the customer interactions. So our aim is to have more customer interactions on our applications, our Mighty Money, which is our mobile payment, and our telecom app on the care side. So we are using these two applications to drive our digitalization program. But in parallel, we need to digitalize other services. For example, our e-bill, we launch a first digital shop, and we also have digital services for our enterprise. So this year, it's interesting to note that our digital contacts exceeded our physical contacts in shops and the call center. So on the operational efficiency side, we measure closely on our complaints, And our aim is also to resolve customer issues on the first contact with our shops or contact center. We've had very good results, 16% decrease in complaints and also an increase of 5% in our first line resolution. We ensure that what we are doing is formalized. We have a tool to document all our processes, and we look at the impact on sustainability, on green initiatives in parallel. Since the service we offer is hugely influenced by the quality of our network, our customer experience team, they work closely with our network engineers. We share the voice of the customer pain points with our network engineers, who ensure that when we are doing testing, the test results are we are able to identify customer pain points and bring action points. So we have a very good team who continually do network testing, and we've seen that this has reduced complaints a lot. So since we do digitalization, technology is one of the aspects we need to consider. It's not easy just to have technology in processes. We have a methodology we set up, starting with a customer journey and the process mapping. We identify areas to be digitalized, and we take on board the employee voice in our solution development by our digital factory. Most of our tools for digitalization and automation are developed internally, and this has had several cost savings. We also have benefited from spillover effects with Kaizen. For example, our e-bill project, which was shared with customers for digital bills. Our customers become aware of the impact of paper, cutting trees, and the environment. We have launched a multi-use game areas benefiting the society. We also look at the environment impact. When we do the Kaizen projects, we identify areas where we can, for example, apply recycling. We recycled our modems and decoders to reduce our carbon impact. And we also closely look at our staff skills, because staff are very important in this journey. We find that their skills, especially in problem solving and also in teamwork, communication, and collaboration, including staff taking leadership on projects, has greatly increased. So these are the examples where we work with our employees and our customers. So I'd like to say it can only be done with people and by the people.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Nishi, for sharing with us the Kaizen implementation in Mauritius Telecom, the winner of this Kaizen Award 2024. I just have one question to you, because you emphasizing on the importance of the digitalizations and integrate with Kaizen. Just share with us a short one. What is the challenge, especially in changing the mindset of the employees in this area?
Yeah. Okay. So with digitalization, employees, they fear they may lose their jobs or become redundant by not having the skills to use technology. So that's a big challenge. So what we did is that when we do our customer journey mapping and our process engineering, we involve employees in all our workshops. We take on board the employee ideas, and these ideas are also shared with our management teams and our marketing teams. And we look at where we can also improve the work of our employees using automation and digitalization. So when we do this, we then build our detailed specifications, which are developed internally by our digital factory, our developers. And once we have results, we conduct friendly user tests by again involving employees and customers. So we have our employees involved end-to-end in everything we do. And we've seen improvements in their work area. We see improvements in their performance bonus also, since we are a profitable company. And now employees themselves, they come to us and they say, we found areas we want to automate and digitalize. So it's all in the mindset. So we find
see.
that Kaizen is very important for digital transformation.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nishi, for sharing with us. There's some technical error while you are sharing your answer, but anyway, we're gonna fix that. Yes, again, you mentioned about mindset change. Yeah, that is something very important. Yeah, to bring together all these employees to go with what the direction by the management, especially when you want to develop Kaizen to improve the entire organization, especially not only productivity, profitability, as well as you're talking about sustainability itself. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for sharing with us your story about Kaizen implementations in your respective company. I don't think that we need to ask many questions to you because you have been awarded as the excellent organization by the JICA and Auda NEPAD in 2024. But we just want to know what is the successful recipe in making sure that the implementation can be done towards excellence. But to go into this session, this is the final round of this session after listening to your presentation. So we would like to have some kind of discussion and also to get your views and opinion about, of course, about the Kaizen implementation in your company. So I will ask one question and I will invite each of you to give your answer. So the first one, I would like to get your feedback or your opinion, your experience in the initial part in implementing Kaizen. What was the challenge in the initial part, and how did your company overcome them? Maybe I start first with Mr. Ekwe in Cameroon.
Sorry,
Mr.
can you
Ekwe?
ask your question again?
Okay, in the initial part, in the beginning part of Kaizen, I'm sure that you face resistance, you face challenges. How did you overcome them?
Yes. How did I overcome the challenge? I talked to you first about the difficulty of making Kaizen to be a habit. So my action was determined to implement it, because the tendency is to come back to the negative habits we have and forget about the newly acquired ones of Kaizen. So myself, I discipline myself to apply it, be an example, coming early and doing my own task, and doing sometimes the task that many think is for the last worker. Me, myself, as the boss, I do it, and I help each one to do his own part. So doing that weeks after weeks, month after month, it become a habit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ekwe. What about you, Mr. Bulat?
Thank you. Initially, just what we did is there was a higher perceptions. The challenge is everyone doesn't want to out from the what he knows and what he adapts. Due to that, there was high challenges on perception of the employees. So what we make, including me, we sit on the training room and we give so many trainings for employees, managers, and every factory managerial and employees. Due to that, we shift the thinking or the habits from the existing to the what is the advantage of the Kaizen philosophy, what we will get if you implement the Kaizen, and what does it mean the Kaizen. Based on that, just based on the training, we shift the perception of the employees. But the higher challenge was the employees, even the managers' perception.
Thank you very much for sharing. Miss Nishi, you want to add?
Yeah, for us, the initial part was like trying to show our employees what Kaizen could bring innovation. It was not clear how continual improvements, small improvements could bring transformational change. So in parallel with Kaizen, we did our customer journey analysis and process re-engineering trainings, and we set up a whole program of culture along in the company. So with these tools by using the Kaizen methodology, we could show them that Kaizen could bring innovation and transformational change.
Okay, Miss Nishi, you already mentioned about innovation here. May I know how Kaizen itself has already influenced? I know that you are in the service industry, you're talking about telecommunication and all this leading to innovation. So how actually Kaizen itself has influenced your company approach to innovations and also problem solving? Yeah.
Yeah, with Kaizen, like I explained, we do our customer journey analysis, and we use the Kaizen methodology to identify improvement areas. And many of these improvement areas are on automation and digitalization. So the innovation recently is a lot to do with technology. So when we've used Kaizen in digitalization, we've been able to use technology to bring important changes in the workplace and also for our customers with applications. We make applications that are used by customers but also offer a human touch. So Kaizen has been very influential in driving innovation. And lately, as our results show, we've been able to reach our targets of digitalization. Our digital interactions have surpassed our physical interactions, and our net promoter score only in the last year has increased by plus 8 points, which is not an easy score to reach.
Okay.
Plus 8 increase.
Thank you very much, Miss Nishi. I would like to go to Mr. Ekwe. With the size of your company, you have a small company. I think it's more flexible. As the head of the company itself, as the leader of the company itself, so how you integrate Kaizen with other strategies of the company?
It has been challenging, but thanks to the quality committee that hold meeting one time per week, it permits to take in the proposal from workers from big to small, and that as I also as the leader can participate in that committee, we enhance the proposal that are made, and the workers see the changes and see themselves in those changes, because some of the proposal that they made, they see the changes and they are so happy, and they make more proposal for more innovations.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing that kind of experience in your company. I go now to Mr. Mulat. You have been implementing Kaizen for many years. I'm sure that how do you assess the effectiveness of Kaizen practice in your organizations, if you can share?
Okay, thank you. Now, as we see the effectiveness of the Kaizen practice, our factory is implementing not only the Kaizen philosophy, but we are implementing food safety management systems, or ISO 20018, and also quality management systems. Due to that, Kaizen give us well-organized workplaces, different innovative ideas, and that help us from what call it the previous manual systems to semi-manuals, and improves different innovations. Due to that, just it help us as a key tools for food safety management systems and quality management systems. So by putting different follow-ups and sustaining strategy, the Kaizen effectively help us, our company.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mulat. I think this is going to be the last questions for all of you. I want to know what do you see Kaizen in Africa in future, especially during the last African Kaizen conference. You're talking about the Vision 2050, and people also talk about digitalization. Now they want to merge Kaizen with digital. They call it digital Kaizen. So can you share your views, your what should I say? Your opinion. How do you see this Kaizen in the future for Africa? I will start with Miss Nishi.
Okay, the future of Kaizen in Africa is poised to be revolutionized by the integration of digitalization and AI in embracing changes with technology. By using Kaizen methodologies, companies will identify waste in their processes, will also be able to embark on green initiatives and have a better work-life balance for society. This will ensure that the companies in Africa also have a sustainable economic growth.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ekwe. How do you see the future of Africa with the Kaizen?
I can easily talk about my country, Cameroon. I think that what our government is trying to achieve, moving the informal and craft sector to a small industry, Kaizen is a good tool for that, because implementing Kaizen will help all members of the company to participate, to bring ideas, and moving them from craft or informal to small industries. So I believe in the tools of Kaizen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ekwe. Of course, I would like also to listen from you, Mr. Mulat.
Thank you. Kaizen in Africa for future, as we know, Kaizen philosophy is plays a key role for technological initiatives and development, because when you implement Kaizen, it will entertain different ideas, innovative ideas, and just organized workplaces, and also it reduces costs and increases productivity. Due to that, it has a bright future for in Africa in implementation of Kaizen.
Well, thank you very much to all of you, Mr. Ekwe, Mr. Mulat, Ms. Nishi, for sharing your presentation, your journey, and then share with us also your opinion, your answer, your frank answer about your Kaizen implementation in the most important thing is your experience when you implement this activity. So before we close our session today, one more thing that I need from you, just a short remarks. What is your advice to our viewers, not only in Africa, maybe in other continent as well, because this video will be viewed by all people globally. So just give your short remarks or advice to people who just want to start the journey in Kaizen, or who already in Kaizen and want to improve it. So it's good if you can give that kind of advice. May I start with Ms. Nishi first?
I'll say that if you use Kaizen in the company, you'll never fail. Kaizen will always allow you to have a profitable company and also very happy employees. So my remark will be that an advice will be if it's widespread in the company, it will be advisable to have a team which leads Kaizen activities in the company. This will ensure that everyone is looking in one direction and also will also ensure that employees are fully involved with ideas, their ideas are taken on board, and they should see the benefits of Kaizen.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nishi. Mr. Ekwe?
Yes, the implementation of what I would advise each, particularly my country, Cameroon, excuse me, to come back to that, is to implement Kaizen, because our craft sector, our activity needs discipline that will bring big changes, especially that we don't have much means. So we want to use what we have. And Kaizen is appropriate in that because it helps us to start with what we have around us. And generally, the changes are enormous. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ekwe. Yes, Mr. Mulat.
Thank you. Just my advice is Kaizen plays a key role for improving the productivity, profitability, and saves different costs and entertaining so many innovative ideas. This is that implementation of the Kaizen not be only in the manufacturing. It should be in every sector. It should be it should be advisable to implement Kaizen in all sectors, and it will increases our productivities and profitabilities as a company, as a country, even as a continent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all of you, Ms. Nishi, Mr. Ekwe, and Mr. Mulat, for being with us today. Thank you very much and sharing of these insights of the Kaizen implementation in Africa, particularly in your respective company. So we are at the APO hope that this sharing session will give a new perspective to our stakeholders in member countries, member economies on APO, on how this business philosophy being practiced by companies in African continent. Viewers, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you were inspired by the sharing session by our speakers today. So please don't forget to leave your question and comments on today's topic on the APO YouTube channel, and we will respond as soon as possible. The APO will host more P-Talks and other digital programs featuring different guest speakers. So please subscribe to and follow our YouTube channel as well as our other social media platform for continued updates on current productivity issues and resources. Thank you so much, everyone. Please take care and goodbye for now.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, bye.